Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to auto AFK slash auto farm both of the hardcore bosses, which is the Mech Kraken and the Queen Slime. So if you guys do end up enjoying this video and find it helpful, then make sure to smash the like button and click that subscribe button as well to support the channel, because I would greatly appreciate it. So thank you if you do. Also, if you really enjoy pet catchers, trading, entering giveaways, and just want to be a part of my wonderful community, then make sure to join my Discord server by clicking the link in the description down below. Now, one more thing before we get into the video, I'm going to be doing once again another giveaway. Now, unfortunately, as we're recording this video, trading is disabled, but either way, once trading is enabled, I will pick the winner, and that winner will be able to receive his prize. And that prize is once again going to be a Mecha Kraken. So since I'm showing you guys, how to auto AFK both of the hardcore bosses, I think this would be the appropriate secret pet to give away. So to enter this giveaway, all you got to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment your Roblox username in the comment section down below. Hopefully trading comes back soon, but either way, best of luck to you guys, and I hope you win. Now, enough yapping, let's get into the video. So there's only a couple of things that you actually need to auto AFK both of the hardcore bosses, and one of those things would be Tiny Task. So Tiny Task is used in pretty much every AFK method that you can do, whether it's quests, other bosses, enemies around the map. So either way, you pretty much use Tiny Task for everything when it comes down to auto farming or AFKing that revolves moving around. So Tiny Task is a completely free program to download. You just got to make sure you download it from a trusty website so you don't end up getting a virus or anything like that. But also, it is not bannable. It's also not exploiting. It's just a macro that you can use to help you out and make it a lot easier. So you're not cheating. Don't worry about it. You can't get banned. It's not possible. And well, if you do somehow get banned, then everyone on YouTube or pretty much anybody that plays any Roblox game is going to get banned as well. So once you have Tiny Task installed, you're just going to open up the program, and it's going to look a little something like this. So this is what Tiny Task looks like. Now, the only thing you got to do to set this up is go over here to preferences, make sure continuous playback is on, make sure it is 1x speed, make sure to also set up your recording and playback hotkeys. Do anything you want out of these 4 options. You can mix and match. It doesn't really matter. Just whatever's comfortable with you. And make sure always on top is checked, where you can click on Roblox and the program doesn't disappear and go in the background. And once you have all this set up, you are good to go. So now what we got to do is pretty much record what we want this program to do for us. Now, before we get into that, there's also a huge step that you're going to need for this method to work properly. And well, that is hardcore tomes. So you got to make sure you have a bunch of the hardcore tomes. If you don't, then unfortunately you won't be able to do this method very long. You'll do it until it runs out, but once you run out, then well, there's pretty much no point in AFKing at that point. So make sure that you definitely stack up on getting a bunch of hardcore tomes. If you guys want me to make a video about hardcore tomes on, best ways to get them or just how to get them in general, then let me know in the comment section down below. But either way, you're definitely going to need a good bit of hardcore tomes to make this work properly. Now, if you're worrying about the amount of damage you do, you actually don't need to do that much damage. Now, it all depends on what level you'll be farming, for either of the bosses, or if you're just trying to go for, the highest level you possibly can. Either way, you don't need a whole lot of damage. That's because I'm going to be showing you guys once again the boss glitch. So if you don't know about the boss glitch, obviously I will show you guys here in a little bit, but it basically makes you invulnerable to where you can just keep doing damage to the boss without the boss being able to defeat you, or at least do any little bit of damage. Like I said, we'll get more into that a little bit later. So once you have Tiny Task all set up, you have the recording, the playback hotkeys all good to go. Now it's time to get into the recording process. Now what you're going to do from here is just minimize Tiny Task, get out of your way right now, and pull out your team and fight one of the bosses at level 1. Now, the reason I say that is because you need to get a specific camera angle, especially when you're going to spawn after you defeat the boss each time. I'm going to quickly defeat the level 1 boss real fast, and then it's going to teleport me back to where I was, to where you start a hardcore boss, and it's going to put me in a specific angle. So now what you're going to do is do not touch your mouse or keyboard and do not move. Now you're just going to click claim. That's all you're going to do. And now you're in this angle. So now what you're going to do is open up Tiny Task without moving your camera. Like I said, you need to make sure that you do not move your camera angle. If you move your camera angle, then you're going to need to restart. Now that you have Tiny Task open, you're pretty much going to start your recording, but don't start it yet. This is the process that you got to do. Now I'm not going to start the recording right now, and you don't have to either. Let me show you the step-by-step process of the recording before you actually start it. So now that you're in this camera angle, you're just going to hit W towards the Kraken, head on over. Now you're just going to move your mouse and hit E, then respawn tome as well. So you want to make sure the boss is defeated. You're going to click respawn tome, respawn, and then go down here to start, and then it's going to bring you into battle. Now what you're going to do is make sure that your game is not full screen, where you have this white border. Now you're going to jump and hold right click on that border and that's pretty much the whole process. Now you're just going to hold that right click for however long, you can defeat the boss. So now it's basically doing the damage in the background. This is the glitch I was talking about that basically makes you invulnerable. I'm not taking any damage. I can't get defeated, but the boss definitely can. So I'm going to unhold right click and the boss will be defeated. So that's basically everything to it. You're just going to do that recording, and once you defeat the boss, it's going to take you back to spawn. You're just going to click claim in your recording and then do the whole process again. Now once you're in this angle as well, it might actually spawn you in the ground. So you're going to make sure that you want to do a jump in the recording as well to get you out of the ground, because it will get you stuck in there to where you can't move and it will interrupt your recording. But like I said, you want to make sure that your game is not in full screen, so you can do the whole jump and right click glitch. You just take your mouse once again up here and you just right click, you just hold right click, or you can either jump and do it as well. Either way, it'll stop the boss from doing damage to you, but you can still do damage to him. I've showed this bug slash glitch plenty of times, so a lot of you guys are probably familiar with it, but if you're not, this is the best way to do it, and that's the only way to auto AFK the bosses without, obviously getting defeated. So you can do this on any level you possibly want and farm out any rewards or anything you want. So like I said before, the only thing you'll probably have trouble with is keeping a hold of hardcore tomes and respawn tomes as well. I totally forgot to mention that. You definitely will need respawn tomes because, well, you'll need a respawn tome to restart the boss's cooldown. But let's go ahead and do this method one more time so you guys can get the hang of it. So I'm going to go ahead and restart since I don't have that camera angle anymore. So I'm going to quickly defeat the boss. Now the boss has been defeated. I got the victory screen and I'm not going to move my camera angle whatsoever. It's going to TP me back and boom, we're now in the camera angle. So I'm not going to move this. So now what you're going to do to start this recording, you're just going to hit whatever hotkey you have. So I think mine is F8. So I'm just going to click F8. I'm going to walk over to the Kraken. I'm going to click E, click respawn again, click start, and then boom, here we go. So now that we're in the boss fight, like I said, you're going to make sure your game is not in full screen. You're just going to jump once the countdown timer is over without moving as well. Don't make sure you move. Then jump, hold right click, and hold it for however long you think it will take for your pets to defeat the boss. Because as soon as you let go, it will actually interrupt the recording and you could end up getting defeated as well. So you want to make sure that you hold this pretty much as long as possible to where you're comfortable that you know that you defeated the boss, if you get what I mean. So I'd already defeated the boss. I know I definitely did. So I'm going to unright click and then I'm just going to click on my screen and then boom, it's going to take me back to the respawn point that you start at, and then you can just click claim, and well, that's pretty much everything to it. So I'm now going to move my mouse, claim, stop recording, and we're good to go. And like I said, you want to make sure you do jump as well. Make sure you do jump. I forgot to do that. I know I'm doing a whole lot of yapping and it's really hard to explain some of this, but I'm trying to explain it as best as I possibly can for you guys. But now that I have my recording all set up and good to go, I'm just going to now click my playback hotkey with that same camera angle. Make sure you do not move, because once you move, you have to redo the boss again to get that camera angle back. So I'm now going to hit my playback key. I'm not going to touch my mouse. You're just going to have to trust my word for it, and it's going to do my recording for me. So as you can see, respawn, start. It's going to go in here and it's going to do exactly what I did during the recording. So it's going to actually take your game out of full screen if you want to keep it like that. It's going to move your mouse up to that white border. You're going to jump and it's actually going to right click for you. So I'm not touching my mouse once again or anything on my keyboard. Like I said, you just got to take my word for it. It's doing everything by itself. Now I actually held this a good bit. So like I said, if you want to hold this a little shorter, it all depends on what level you're farming. So there we go. I unright clicked. I clicked on my screen for that little box to disappear. And it's now going to teleport me back to the same exact spawn point, and it's just going to continuously replay this over and over. So boom, claim, and there we go. So if I had to play back one more time, it's going to repeat that process over and over. So you guys get the hang of it. That's how you do it, and that's how you could pretty much do it for both of the boss fights here, which is the hardcore ones, Mech Kraken and Queen Slime. And well, that's pretty much everything you need to know. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and hopefully you found it helpful. If you guys have any questions regarding this video, this method, and or pet catchers in general, then let me know in the comment section down below and I'll gladly help you out. Without further ado, this is the end of the video, so make sure to smash the like button, click that subscribe button, and click the notification bell to never miss an upload. Thank you guys again for watching, and I will catch you guys all in the next video. Peace out, everybody.